Hey guys, Joe Simpson. Today we're going to talk about travel tripods and the Ulanzi mount. Not too long ago I was looking for a mounting system to go to for my cameras. I wanted something that was versatile, easy, and a quick snap-on, snap-off scenario. I saw the Swiss plates, I saw some of the click plates, but I kind of landed on something that I liked a little different. It's the Ulanzi system. This is a little square mounting plate. It has two little side pins that you pinch in and a plate that comes in and out as you click it. Clicks in, clicks out. Once it's in place, it won't come out. And additional to that, you have a locking mechanism where you can lock this and it won't come out. It won't allow you to push the button. This mounting plate mounts onto the bottom of your cameras, any of your other mounting devices. I bought about 6 or 7 of these and I put them on everything that I have. So everything that I own that mounts to a tripod or any type of stabilization device or anything of that nature, I've got a Ulanzi mount mounted to it, and it makes my life so much faster. So not too long ago, I was looking for a tripod system that I would actually use. I have a really nice tripod. It's a Manfrotto set of legs, and it has a fluid head, and it's really awesome. It weighs about 15 to 20 pounds, though. I rarely want to take that tripod anywhere, anytime, ever. In comes the Ulanzi Claw, or the Ombra, or whatever it's called. The Ulanzi Claw or Ombra is a travel tripod. Now there's a lot of travel tripods out there. They cost upwards of $600 if you get one of the carbon fiber versions, and any of the ones that are in between that and something that I would consider budget is still $150, $200, and there's a lot of drawbacks to a lot of these different tripods, so I had a hard time figuring out which one I wanted to buy. I wanted something under $100 and I wanted something that was under 3 pounds, and I finally found it. The Ulanzi Claw weighs about 2.5, 2¾ pounds. I don't remember exactly. When it's sitting at its full tripod lowest, the height of this thing is 15 inches, I believe it is. Yeah, it's 15.5 inches. When it's packed down at its smallest for traveling, you're looking at 16 inches in length from the rubber feet to the top of the head. One thing that really drew me to the Ulanzi Claw in particular was it had the same type of connector head that I have in the Ulanzi mount system. You pinch the 2 pins, you pull the plate off, and voila, you have the same type of mounting system, which I was really happy about. There was a little bit of a catch though, because this doesn't actually work exactly the same as the others. This head system here has a plate. This plate comes off. It looks exactly like the other plate, right? They look the same. They almost are exactly the same size. When you put their base plates together, they're actually, this one is a little bit bigger, and that's the one that comes for the tripod. So I was a little bit bummed out because they're not the same size, so I figured, of course, they're not going to fit. But what I did find out was, although you could put this plate that came with the tripod on the camera, and now the camera would no longer fit in my Ulanzi mounting system that I have everywhere else. So I said, well, wait a minute. What if I put this system on the tripod? Would it fit, even though it's a little smaller? And it does. But there's a little bit of a catch. There's a slight, ever so slight movement and wiggle in it, but it's definitely not going to come out, and it's definitely not something I think that's going to keep me from using it. In conclusion, if you already own the Ulanzi mounts, you can make this work with your system. So let's talk a little bit about this tripod and what it can do and what it can't do. It's aluminum. It has a 1, 2, 3, 4 clamp system, and you can extend these legs one section at a time. And when this thing is fully extended, I think it's 60 inches tall. 59.5, something like that, which is plenty high. That's 5 feet. That's right at eye level. It seems to be fairly stable. Once you get these travel tripods, they don't have a lot of underpinning and extra support, so they're not like super mega stable, but you know, the trade-off is you lose so much weight that you can actually take this thing and use it, versus the other one would be super strong, but you'll never take it with you. So I think the best tripod you have is the one that you have on you, and you will have this on you all the time. It does not have multi-position legs, which was kind of a bummer, but for this price range of $99, I can understand why. There's a clip right here that releases the leg, and once you release the leg, it goes up and locks into place. You can't move it any farther than this. If you push it again, it will go all the way out to this position. This will lay flat on the ground. It'll be limited by this center post. So what you're going to need to do is loosen the center post, let the legs down, and then you can set this thing flat. Once you lay this thing flat, you're at 13 inches in height. But remember, when this thing is on its 3 legs at its lowest position anyway, when it's like this already, it's 15 inches. So all the way flattened out, it's only 13 inches to the base. So going out wide and flat's only going to gain you 2 inches. So you'll have to determine whether that's worth it or not at the time that you're shooting it. Another cool feature is this little guy right here. This is an iPhone or some type of device mount. It's spring-loaded. So let's talk about the head on this thing and how it works. So first of all, you have your iPhone mount where you could flip it up, you could put your iPhone in there, and you could easily use this tripod for your iPhone. It's not awesome, but it will work in a pinch. But look what happens when you fold it out. It then becomes a handle. And this has a very fluid movement to it. It's not a fluid head, but it's got a nice even friction. So you could easily pull off some panning shots without any stutter and jump in your movement. And you can use this iPod attachment as a handle, which is kind of cool, and it adjusts to different positions, and that's kind of neat. The other thing you can do is loosen the ball head, position your camera the way you want it, and then you can still pan if you want to, although the pan's going to be more like a swinging up, swinging down type of motion. Once you get the ball head the way you like it, you can easily just fold down this clamp and it tightens down and it keeps the ball head from moving. Now to tighten down this panning shot, you've got a nut right here and you simply tighten this down, with a medium firm grip, and it's not going to go anywhere or move. And it's very, very secure when you mount a camera on it. And especially with these plates, I really enjoy the fact that you can just clip them in here, get it to click in place, and you're locked in. The only other adjustment you have on this tripod is right here. And it basically loosens right at this location. It's a fold down tab as well, and it just enables your shaft to move up and down. When you're packing it down, I would recommend putting the iPhone clamp in between the 2 legs that lays the flattest. And once you're complete, you have a nice 16-inch, 2 3/4 pound travel tripod to take to your next shoot. I hope this was helpful. There's no US language reviews of the Ulanzi Claw, and I thought I would just put this out there for you guys so you could see what it's about, what it looks like, how it operates. I didn't really go through a whole setup process. I mean, you've seen one tripod, you've seen them all. There's nothing really that amazing. But, it's 16 inches long, it's 2 3/4 pound. It gets to 59.5 or 60 inches, which is 5 feet in height. It's fairly stable, and it does have a setting for the legs to kind of go flat. And it has the Ulanzi click and play system, which I really like. I give this a thumbs up, especially for the price compared to some of these other ones. If you're not sure what you want to buy right away, this is a good one to start with. I have heard that some of these tripod heads are so complicated that they're actually annoying to use. What I like about this is it's fairly simple. It's a ball head, you lock it in place, and then you've got a smooth pan left, right, and that's really your own choices. And sometimes less choice is better for me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope it was helpful for you. Please like and subscribe below. I will have more videos coming out soon, and I appreciate you guys being here today. Have a good weekend.